Welcome back to a closer look. There remains a lot to be done to ensure that children's rights are met in Papua New Guinea in terms of education, health services, and a safe home, especially for homeless children. We now take a closer look at the rights of children, the challenges children face, and suggested ways to help disadvantaged children in Papua New Guinea.
The vision of a smart, wise, fair, healthy and happy society by 2050 would be effective if the government gives priority to children's health, education and protect them from all forms of violence and abuse. This was according to Country Representative for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, or UNICEF, Dr. Claude Kamenga. Dr. Kamenga confirmed that immunization is very low in the country, where a lot of children die before the age of 5. He also highlighted that children who live in urban areas are better off in terms of health services than those who live in rural areas, yet there are more children in the rural centers around the country. With hundreds of homeless children begging for food and money on the streets, Child and Family Services Office did a survey throughout the 4 regions in the country as a step forward to help them, says the Chief Executive Officer of Child and Family Services, Simon Yanis.
We have a countrywide survey in and all the 4 regional centers. We had a survey done for street children. This is a report that we are going to launch. It's not launched yet. The findings of the report will be announced during the launching.
The agenda of the Basic Corporate Plan 2023 to 2027 launched last year under the Department of Community Development, Youth and Religion is the implementation of Lukautim Pikinini Act 2015 and National Child Protection Policy. And basically it aims at establishing children's issues, and the Act requires 4 institutions to be established under the Holistic Long-Term Plan. CEO Yanis explained this further.
Our focus is to establish 4 institutions in this country according to the Lukautim Pikinini Act. The first one is the National Office for Child and Family Services. Okay, the second one is the Family Court. And the third one is the Children's Trust Fund. The fourth one is the National Council for the Children, which is the mouthpiece and ear of the children.
Meanwhile, the Life PNG Care, which provides out-of-home care for homeless children, calls for the government to provide a land to cater for all the homeless children in the country. The National Director of Life PNG Care, Colin Yakio, confirmed that more children come to Life PNG Care, but due to the limited space, they cannot take care of every child. He said it's a serious problem where hundreds of children are roaming the streets, with the need for a safe home and care given to them.
But it's a serious problem in the country. We have almost 10 to 20,000 kids are on the street in the settlements. Kids who need a safe home and care. And they are part of our community. And we have to embrace and try to build that life. If Papua New Guinea don't build and invest in that life, Black Wednesday is just a tip of the iceberg.
Life PNG Care has a vision called Pikinini Village, and was appealing to the government to provide a land to accommodate these homeless children.
For me, I have a bigger vision. I have a vision that is called Pikinini Village. I want to set this Pikinini Village, and I've been talking about PNG government for the rest of my life. Looks like I just want a land. Give me that land, and then I can put that dream home for these kids called a Pikinini Village. And that home is schools and everything. It's just a kids' home. And kids are going to be in homes. Papua New Guinea, we have a culture where offense is a Western ideology. It started some 1800s during war and famine and all this. Papua New Guinea, we don't have offense. We have a Melanesian culture where everyone is interrelated and connected, and you have an uncle, auntie, boo-boo, country, everything is there. And that's why, for me, I believe in a strong family home. So to raise our kids, we have to raise them on a family home. Family home, everything starts. So that's why when we want to put a Pikinini village, kids are going to live in homes. One home, 8 kids. One home, 8 kids, like that. And Christian mom and dad's going to look after them. And we live like a village. That's the concept.
Meanwhile, Mr. Yanis further stressed that issues faced by children are different in the respective provinces, and they had to come up with a holistic approach to address this issue.
The issues are different within the different contexts. Like, for example, Rabaul is different from NCD and Lake. Because Rabaul children come into town with parents, and they come to town and go back home. In Agen, it's different, because they sleep in settlements and they disappear in the night. Okay, but in NCD, they come. Issues are different. NCD and Morobe, children live on the street. There's a different issues for children. So we have the report, already got it. So for this year, we will be implementing this report, and it will be announced during the launching. Yeah.
He stressed more on the importance of looking after children, as they are the future of this country.
Papua New Guinea, we have to change my address out there. Government or parents or Mibla Ogeda is to make sure that we look after our children. We prevent it now from 0 to 6. It's a very important time to protect children, and then the rest will be history. We will not have fences. We will not have fences in the next 50 years' time. I think our forefather, late Father Somore has put it right in the Vision 2050, that a free country for the children.
Identifying the challenge of all the issues faced by children, the Lookout in Pikinini Act 2015 is the law that governs the safety, interest and well-being of children in Papua New Guinea.
We take a quick breather now, and when we return, we will take a closer look at a collaboration that is set to bolster domestic rice farming in the country.